Media executive Edgar Bronfman Jr. is bowing out of the bidding process for Paramount Global, essentially clearing the way for Skydance to go ahead with its deal. Joining us right now is Rich Greenfield. He's partner and co-founder of LightShed Partners. And this has been a saga, Rich. What do you think of this latest move?
It's a bit anticlimactic, isn't it, Becky? I mean, we were just preparing for sort of the finale, the grand finale of this epic battle for Paramount. And Edgar just walked away, and that's it. So it's game over. You know, the reality is as much as it's been a difficult process for Skydance over the last, 9 to 12 months, the real reality is the hard part starts now. Once they get approval, which will take probably 9 months, but I don't see any issue, then they actually own linear TV and movie studio and streaming assets, and they've got to figure out how to earn a compelling return on those assets.
And what's the way forward, do you think? Is it going to take a year, 2 years before you think we see whether this is working or not?
I think what's so interesting about Skydance as a bidder is, unlike every other, Becky, you've covered this space with me for a long time and looked across these companies. What's really interesting here is you're going to have a legacy media, so like a sort of a traditional media company with a lot of legacy assets, TV stations, TV networks, studios, and you're juxtaposing that with a new CEO and owner, meaning real owner, who has $180 billion in his family fortune, who's 40 years old and is a dreamer. Like, he has huge long-term ambitions. So I don't know if you actually see whether this is truly working in the first 12 or even 24 months. I mean, this is a decade-long plus plan. He wants to build something. He wants to build the media company of the future. He wants to build a streaming service that can rival Netflix. Look, he's got the capital and sort of longevity in terms of how he's looking at this business to do it. Execution's what's going to matter.
The stock's down almost 6% this morning. Obviously, a lack of a second bidder, meaning that the bidding process isn't going to continue to climb. What about the idea of shareholder lawsuits? Because that's what everyone has said would come along the way no matter what happened. Just because of the structure of the company, somebody's going to be mad somewhere.
Look, the stock was trading in and around, low double digits for a while. Basically, that was all because you were getting half your stock at 15 in cash, and the rest was obviously being valued by investors in the, call it 7-ish range. So, now without having a second bidder, the stock's clearly going to decline. People are, and this is not a Paramount Global. Look at where WBD is. Look at where Disney is. There is general concern for this entire sector that Skydance will have to prove over time that they can change the future trajectory of this company. Right now, investors are just lumping them all together. But Becky, specifically in your question of lawsuits, I actually think that's the one thing that Bronfman despite Bronfman sort of bowing out early, the fact that Bronfman put in a compelling offer that got to this, sort of extended go shop period, I think that's going to go a long way to mitigate the legal risk that, Redstone, National Amusements, and Paramount all face. There will always be lawsuits. That's what lawyers are for. But I think that really neutralizes those lawsuits, knowing that you had a competitive process.
Really quickly, last time you were here, you were teasing us about an investor that you saw on the list of Bronfman's investors in this that made you think his deal had more legs and potentially Sherry Redstone's approval. You wouldn't tell us who. I'm guessing we've since found out it was AOL former CEO John Miller, who, along with Sherry Redstone, is a partner at Advanced Capital, which is a small venture capital firm that invests in media and technology. Is that the answer?
Well, it's actually more than that, Becky. I think what's actually interesting, that's the one we were certainly referring to that you noted that came out later that week. But on top of that, Stephen Paul, we've since learned, is a very close, dear friend of Sherry Redstone. He's been trying to buy Paramount even on his own a while ago. That didn't materialize. But there were multiple very close relationships within that Bronfman-led consortium. It sounds like the money just wasn't honestly there to compete, regardless of everything else. They just didn't have the money to actually compete with the Ellison bid. And that was sort of the part that we never understood, is like, when you're competing against one of the world's richest families, how do you ever win? You know, the structure obviously didn't have Skydance, which some public market investors don't want Skydance folded in. But the reality is there just wasn't enough cash to fund a competitive offer. And so it's game over. Ellison wins. And now let's see what he can do with this asset.